1875, good luck. This symbol there just means we have the patron symbol. We give lichess a voluntary donation. Now let's stick to the carrow. I'm playing a strong player. Opponent, nearly 1700 games of rapid. I've gone just through 1000. Okay, let's go a6 here. So there's knight up. So I think bishop up is probably the best move here. It's what I normally play. Knight up, I'm just looking at other options first. So knight up hit the pawn. We can obviously take, but I think just get the bishop up so we can get it outside the pawn chain. I know I need to experiment with the openings a little bit more, mind. I don't know very many openings. We're committing to trading the bishop at some point with something once he forces the issue. Okay, so he's gone there. So knight up, down, knight up. Takes. That's a little bit bold. So knight up, down, knight back. And then we're going to figure out where this one's going to go. I guess I could play c5. I could take, but... Actually, I could do knight like this, couldn't I? Then bring this knight across. Let's do that, actually. Let's bring the knight this way. Unless he obviously plays bishop down. Then I'll just have to move the queen somewhere. So I'm going to bring the knight across here now. So bishop down is still a move, but I can block now. Okay, now I'm going to trade, and I'm just going to develop and try and castle. With this knight, we've still got a couple of options. We could try and push this pawn forward after we've castled first, so we'll get that done now. So, I mean, we can try and simplify things. There's a danger here. If he takes, probably take this way into the centre, but I'm not sure yet. Now I've got bishop up here, and I can try and charge this bishop before he gets a move like f4 in. So I like that as a concept. With black, we're just trying to equalise the position. I quite like the look of that. So I'm going to play that and try and get rid of that dark squared bishop before he gets very active. But generally, when you play black, you're trying to equalise the position and then worry about what to do. He doesn't have to trade here, of course. He can do a development move. Move the bishop to d2 or e3. Maybe play a bolder move like b4 something, or take in the centre, or push in the centre. Lots of options. I just clicked my little heater up there. It's actually quite mild to do. You can see I've done a pre-move to take back if he captures there. You can see there's different colours on the squares. Excuse me. Yeah, he has indeed played another move, b4. So taking is probably good. He'll get a development move with his rook. But it's still pretty good for us. It's what I was aiming to do. So I've got knight maybe can come around something like this before he blasts it open. So I'm going to take now. I think develop the knight here. I won't worry about trying to go on these squares. Yeah, I'm clearly not going to get pawn forward here now, am I? So I'm going to bring the knight up. See if he pushes to try and gain a bit more space or trade. Then we've got a choice. He has tried to gain that bit more space. So knight up is a move, but doesn't really achieve a lot right now. Queen up here, and there's a double threat. So queen up is a move, but I like the idea of going here and trying to jump in. He could do exactly the same. So here, actually, yeah, if I go here now, though, it stops him going here. So we can jump in, pressure the pawn, but once we've jumped in, he can try and do the same concept here, and we've got this target. But if I can get the queen here, maybe with knight up, create a double threat, something like that. Okay, he has launched forward, so I can jump forward, and he still doesn't have knight here now because of that pawn push, but it's got to be a good square for my knight, right? But queen up is also a nice move. I can let him kick my knight there. So I think I'm going to play this. I'm going to bring the queen up because he doesn't have knight in. So I'm creating a potential to attack the queen and the pawn. There's no actual mate threat, it's just a threat to the queen, but we hit the pawn at the same time. And then otherwise maybe knight here. Yeah, maybe knight in first might have been good actually to stop him going here, but again a trade could be good. We can just drop the queen back I guess, or we could trade. We've got options, that's the main thing. Well, he's moved his king out the way, so he's kind of dealt with that now, so there's not much else to do right now then other than pop the knight in over. But we cover these squares now. But then if he pushes forward, he gets the same sort of concept with his own knight. And I'm going to have to end up defending here. So he's pushed here. How do we break through? Do I go crazy and try and blast it open? Go here, and then if he pushes, we can really close it down. Or we can just take and really open it up. Actually, I like the look of that. This is fairly solid now, isn't it? So I'm going to go b6. The knight guards it, but if he pushes, we've got the option to open the file up and maybe activate a rook. I mean, he can obviously guard it, but it's an option. There is queen in as well, and we can maybe look for a queen trade. We'd hit the bishop, so say he ends up here. So rook here might allow a move like queen up. We attack the knight, we threaten a trade, and if we trade takes, we'd attack the bishop and the rook. So there could be something there. You could just march them pawns down the board, of course. h4, h5. We might end up going a little bit on the defensive side. Let's see. h4, do you take with the knight and get 2 pawns for a knight? But I think his king looks safe because I'm only attacking with the queen. So I don't think it's really that good. But I might get a 3rd pawn. Okay, he's dropped back. Yeah, so I might have been able to sack, get a check and get this one as well. So what about going here and trying actually blasting it open then? Is that a move? If he comes down, I can ignore it and push. And if he takes, I can take. He gets a protected pass pawn. But we're trying to get counterplay, but it's probably not that good. So here, if he comes here, I've got queen back and I can attack that pawn. I could do it now. I've got queen up. Take, but how am I going to then progress? I'm not sure. So queen back to hit this pawn and then say, are you going to defend it? But maybe he simply will. But then I can push, right? Take, queen takes. I'm going to do that. I want to drop back and just hit this pawn and see what he wants to do. Yeah, he has indeed gone across straight away. So knight over. Does he keep guarding it? One of these. Is it time to give my king an emergency square? Actually, I might do that. Just so I don't burn the clock, I'll give my king an emergency square. Now he has pushed. So now we've got the option takes, push. And if he takes, we can go with a queen and still blockade. Takes, or this way. No, it's got to be right to take and then probably go here. And take with a queen rather than the pawn, so it's not a passed pawn. At least not immediately. It could become one. Could be very dangerous, this. Okay, so he has taken. So my idea was to take here. Now, if I go with a pawn, is that a bigger target? Because I can go here and push, but that just weakens all the squares, right? No, it's got to be right to go with the queen. Let's go with the queen and hope we're not collapsing the position. Then at some point, get the rooks active. Try and put some pressure on and not obviously collapse our own defenses, because he's only a few moves off blasting forward on the other side of the board. Yeah, that's exactly what he's aiming for now. So knight round the angles to come here could be good. Knight here. If he goes here, then queen up could be a move. We attack and we attack. What about rook up now then? Attack the knight and the pawn. So rook up now, he might have to defend it. Takes. He might have to defend it. Because if he moves the knight, we're going to get this pawn. But I've also got rook here as well. It depends how bold he's going to be. Or do I play knight back? Then if he goes here, and if he ends up pushing, takes, I've covered it. So it's whether I ignore this or not. Knight back and I'm missing out on a chance of this. But here, if he pushes, I just take and take, right? I'm going to activate the rook. And I think he might have to go here, but let's see. Because I can take and double his pawns up here and then maybe drop the knight back and try and deal with this push. That's the idea I'm hoping for. I've lost a lot of the time advantage I had now. I just hope he doesn't have some trick like knight to e4 or something and you find that you can't actually take it. Oh, he's hung the knight. He's just missed it, has he? Yeah, he had rook there to guard it, but he's just hung the knight. He's just not seen that it's not protected. Now we attack the pawn, as long as we don't blunder the rook back, but we could go back here. And then we should be winning. Pawn's now loose. He must have just simply not seen that the knight was under attack, so he's just resigned. Just a one-move blunder, isn't it? Just a one-move blunder. Let's pause and see what it was in engine speak. So it's ended up being just 24 moves. They're the move times for both players. So we'll put it through the analyzer. There, it's going through now. But it's really just a one-move blunder, that's all. Is he just simply not seen it? Let's see. If we were building an advantage up, though, we're plus 2.6 here on move 23. Yeah, so we just gain a slight advantage on move 13. And then it comes basically back to level, move 19. Level on move 21. And then we're suddenly gaining an advantage. So we played 93 against 82 on the accuracy. So let's just see what it was. But nothing's been flagged in all the opening moves, as you can see. So just all standard opening moves. So you see, nothing's basically been flagged for either side here, so this is all good for both of us. Now here, he should have played his knight out wide to try and challenge this. Knight a4, I should play knight to h4. Knight in, take it, take with a d pawn, then the queen up, and then trade. So this is the best engine line that we should have done, then gone forward there, okay. And then here, instead of queen here, you can see I should have played a5 there. So I lost 0.7 of a point for that one. And we just got a couple of blunders coming up here. Oh, I should have gone f6. Instead of going b6, I should have been going f6 to try and break this up. But after takes, I guess you have to take with a rook. Because it's really opening up your own defences, isn't it? That's a very bold move, but that's the right move. I need to look at that one. A bit more slowly off camera, just take my time a bit more. I'm just flicking through them when I do these post-game reviews. And here I should have played the rook up immediately instead of pushing the pawn first. Okay. So d takes was a blunder though. Oh yes, see, he's got knight takes pawn here. It's always one of them positions where are there any tricks there? And he's got knight takes d5. E takes, bishop takes, knight to a3. So I have to play knight to a3 then. Obviously he's attacking this as well, but you move the rook there. Move the rook, bishop back. Takes, queen up. This is quite sharp stuff for a carrow, isn't it? Take. He takes the knight, so we have to just give up the knight there. So we can't actually save this knight. Yeah, I'm not going to see lines like that, clearly. I didn't, and my opponent didn't either, thankfully. But it's still actually level. It's still theoretically 0.0 level, but that was the best line, so obviously neither of us saw that. So he took back. Then he's just made a simple one-move blunder. Yeah, rook to b3, as I said. He just simply not noticed that the knight was under attack, so he just resigns to get on with another game. So fair enough, but a good win.